Hi everyone, in today's video what I want to show you is Gemini has this new feature. So how do we go to Gemini? I'll just refresh the page and you click Storybook over here. Storybook. Right, and what you put in is a prompt and it generates a book. So I don't know, please generate a HSK 6 level Chinese Mandarin simplified book about for the following prompt. So let's make up something. I was thinking like an orca and an octopus. An orca and an octopus are friends, but get into an argument. They face a mutual challenge. They face a mutual challenge in which they need to work together to succeed and thereby reconcile their friendship. And it doesn't take too long, maybe 30 seconds? I don't know. We'll see in a second how long it takes. So I've done a few in advance. So while it's doing that, so I did 1, 2, 3 in advance. So I'll just give you a rough introduction on the ones I've already done. 分化世界的智慧博弈. Yeah, so this was one I wanted to write about Minecraft. Okay, so 分化世界, so maybe it doesn't want to use a copyrighted name or phrase or something like this. Over here, it was about vegetables going on strike. 蔬菜大罢工. And this one, 荷塘的耳语. What is 耳语? 耳语 is to whisper in someone's ear. Oh, okay, so this is more figurative and poetic and so on. All right, here we go. So, right, this is not a problem. I like to use, open it up in a new window. And let's go hear a story about 鲍鱼. Hey, more. What? Is that orca in Chinese? I don't know. Oh, 鲍. Oh, it's not 鲍, it's 涛. 涛,波涛汹涌的涛. 涛与墨. Okay, maybe that's their name. Mo will be the orca, and Tao will be the squid, I guess. The 深海之旅. All right, let's hear about it. So it creates like a picture book. It's amazing, right? Dai. Whoa, what is that character? Guang Mao. All right. 在广袤无 Whoa, 无根无垠. Wow, all right. 广袤无垠的深海里住着一对形影不离的好朋友. So this is a 成语. 形影不离. Inseparable. So 形 is form and yin is shadow, right? So your form and your shadow cannot separate, right? So these friends are inseparable. 一个是威风凛凛的虎鲸. Oh, tiger whale. So tiger whale is killer whale / orca. All right, this is our 虎鲸. So 风味凛凛. Tao. So this is Tao. Oh, okay, so more is the squid. Oh no, that makes sense too. I saw the black killer whale thinking, oh, it should be called more because ink is black. But squid also has, not squid, octopus also has ink, right? 涛。另一个是机智灵敏的章鱼 more. Okay, so this is 涛, this is more. 他们一个 遨游四海，一个穿梭于珊瑚礁，却总能找到彼此。All right, so they're traveling together around the ocean, around coral reefs and etc. 涛喜欢用他的宽阔的what is this? 尾鳍 caudal fin. So is this like a two-character version of Weiba? Oh, no, Weiba has two characters as well, right? It's like Weiba, but maybe an orca has a weiqi. What is qi? Fin. So tail fin. Okay, maybe just tail fin. Okay, 尾鳍拍打水面，掀起巨大的浪花。Okay, so you can see the whale doing it. It's waving its tail fin and doing like 掀起, raising up big 浪花, like ocean spray. So you can see it in the image. 而墨则擅长用它的8条灵活的触手。触手 presumably is tentacle. It's a little bit of an iffy drawing here, but all right. 在海藻林中 so in 海藻 third tone 海藻 seaweed. I didn't know it was third tone. 海藻林 so a forest of seaweed. 在海藻林中编织复杂的迷宫 so he weaves a maze out of a forest of seaweed. 他们总是互相欣赏对方的独特之处，共同探索着未知的海域。So they appreciate each other's differences, and they explore the ocean together. 然而, they're gonna get it. Oh, that octopus looks angry. 然而，美好的日子并非总是风平浪静。有一天，他们为了一块闪闪发光的贝壳争执起来。涛认为贝壳应该放在开阔的海底，让阳光照射，而墨则坚持要把它藏在隐蔽的岩洞里，以防被其他生物发现。Alright, did you get that? So Tao was the orca, and they want to put the orca wants to put the shell somewhere where it can get sunshine, and the octopus wants to put the shell somewhere where it doesn't get sunshine, but it is safe and hidden from animals. Okay. 你总是那么粗心大意，墨生气地喷出一团墨汁。So you can see the 墨汁. Here it is. The octopus got angry and squirted ink. 你根本不懂得保护珍贵的东西。Oh dear, that's really, really rude. 你才总是那么胆小怕事。他愤怒地甩动围棋，甩动。So 甩动 is waving 围棋. We met this word before, right? The tail fin. So it's like angrily waving your tail fin. 激起一阵水流。你难道忘了我们曾经一起面对的那些危险吗？ All right, so the orca is saying, have you forgotten the dangers we've faced together? All right. 争吵过后，他们都选择了独自离开。涛游向了深海的黑暗，墨则躲进了珊瑚礁的缝隙。他们都感到失落和孤独。但谁也不愿意先低头。 presumably this is like yield. Okay, so it's kind of like admit you are wrong, or at least admit the situation has gotten worse and it's just not worth arguing. So the orca went to, oh no, the orca is Tao, and Tao went to a dark location and was safe there, and the octopus Mo went to the coral reef. So the image is a little bit backwards here, right? Oh, no, Tao is the orca. Tao is the orca. Anyway, uh-oh. 就在这时，一股强大的洋流，洋流 like a current, I guess. 洋流 current, ocean current. 突然袭来，将一片巨大的渔网冲入了他们的领域，他的域地 ，no 领地，领地 no，我越说越我怎么说糟糕，领地 ，yeah okay so the a fishing net came along into their territory. 渔网缠住了珊瑚礁，也堵住了墨的藏身之处。墨惊恐地发现自己被困住了。Uh-oh. Yeah, so the octopus, Mo, is now stuck in the fishing net. Uh-oh. 他听到了墨的求救声。他毫不犹豫地冲了过来，面对坚韧的渔网，他用尽全力也无法将其撕开。他意识到，光靠蛮力是不用的。蛮力 brute force. Oh, okay. I don't know that word. All right, so they need to work together to get out of this situation, right? So the orcas come along, discovered, the octopus Mo is stuck in the net, trying to help, but cannot break the net. They need to work together to get out of the situation. Let's see what Gemini comes up with. Mo 看到涛的努力，也冷静下来。他用一条触手掘向渔网的一个结。So 结 here is a knot in the rope. 涛用你的牙齿咬住这里。我用剩下的触手解开这个结。Okay, so they are working together, right? So the orca bites the net in a certain place, while the octopus, who is trapped in the net, is going to untie the knot. The octopus doesn't look particularly trapped in the net, but all right, kind of everything. And all right. 两人合力，终于解开了渔网。他们筋疲力尽 ，Is this a 成语？筋疲力尽的瘫在海底，但脸上都露出了释然的笑容。释然 is the first time I've encountered that, but it feels like a sense of relief, right? 释 is often used to pertain to some sort of relief. Yeah. 他轻轻地用头腾了腾墨则用触手温柔地拍了拍涛的背。Alright, so they became friends again. I don't know why they kept the net in this image, but that's the end of the story. So that's pretty amazing, right? It took seconds to make a story about an orca and an octopus who went through a trial together. They argued about something and then discovered they have to work together to solve a problem. That's really quite advanced. And if you're like me, you've been using computers for quite a while. Like 3 years ago, if a computer generated it by itself a grammatical sentence, you would be quite amazed. Have you ever used CleverBot? I'll put it on CleverBot. Is it just cleverbot.com? I'm going to guess it's cleverbot.com. Yeah, this is what it used to be like. Hello, CleverBot. Okay. Hello, CleverBot. Yeah. How are you doing today, Mr. Diego? Okay, yeah, this is what it was like. Do you speak Chinese? And now we've got create a story about an orca and an octopus. It comes with images and everything. I know a little. Okay, say something in Chinese, please. This is what AI used to be like. Ah! All right, that is actually quite clever. All right. That is actually, 你会说汉语吗? I got owned by CleverBot. 什么? 请给我讲故事. That Japanese, you clown. Yeah, this is what it's like. This is what it was like talking to AI. It's Chinese, by the way. It's not Japanese. How does a computer spell incorrectly? Whoops. Incorrectly. Yeah, this is what it's been like for a long time. And now suddenly we have this AI that can come around and generate a tale of an orca and an octopus in seconds. I think that's pretty amazing. Anyway, let's have a look at some of these other ones. So that was story 1. We might as well do all 4 of them. Was it like maybe 20 minutes each? 方块儿世界的智慧博弈. Yeah, so 方块儿 is like block here, block world. I tried to create one about Minecraft, 我的世界, but it didn't really like it that much. Anyway, 在一个由无数方块构成的世界里，玩家林默是出了名的陷阱大师. So he is very good at setting traps in this world made of blocks. 他不喜欢战斗，却热衷于用红石和活塞为那些粗心的探险家们准备惊喜. All right. Well, 惊喜 is in quotes, so we don't know precisely what the surprise is going to be, which is quite advanced writing, right? I think that's really amazing that a bot can do this. 他最强大的对手是安然. So Anran is her name, I guess. Anran. It's also a word in Chinese. 一个同样技艺高超的建筑师. Okay, so she's good at making buildings, and you can see a very pretty building behind her. Very colorful. Actually, it looks really nice. I feel like I want to build this in Minecraft now. 它能用最简单的方块建造出宏伟的宫殿. Yeah, so she uses the simplest blocks to make amazing palaces. 宏伟, grand palaces. What would you change it to? 并且对红石的理解不亚于林默. Okay, so 不亚于 is not second to, right? So 不亚于, not inferior to 林默. So she's also good at redstone. 他们之间的较量从未有过面对面的 冲突，而是一场无声的智慧博弈. All right, so apparently Anran and Lin Mo, they have this kind of playful relationship where Lin Mo sets traps, but Anran is also quite good with redstone, so there may be some kind of toucheing involved. So for those of you who don't know, in Minecraft you use redstone to make mechanical devices and things like that, and you can design traps using redstone. 红石。这天，林默决定建造他有史以来最复杂的陷阱。And now we have a punctuation mark. Whoops. Oh, go back. 一个名为迷宫之影的红石迷宫。So he's designing a labyrinth, a redstone powered labyrinth. 他花费了数日。It is fourth tone, right? several, yeah, 数日。他花费了数日，用隐藏的活塞门。This 门 is a door, so piston doors. 伪装的岩浆池和能瞬间移动的命令方块，编织出一张巨大的网。Alright, so some of these are kind of Minecraft specific objects. So 活塞 is a piston. It's a piston in the real world. It's a piston in Minecraft, and you can make doors out of the pistons. 伪装 camouflaged. 岩浆池. So 岩浆 is lava. So if you fall into lava in Minecraft, you take damage. Kind of a common part of traps. And 能瞬间移动的命令方块。命令 is an order. So 命令方块 will be like a command block, which should not actually be in this context because you can only get command blocks if you're an admin or cheating. All right. So he's setting up a cunning trap. 他在服务器的公告板上留下了一则挑衅的留言。All right, 挑衅. This is first of all, this is one of the few cases where 挑 is not first tone. 挑衅. Provocative. So he's trying to provoke her into falling into the trap. 安然，如果你能毫发无损。毫发无损。The slightest. Okay, I don't know this one. 他能毫发无损地走出我的迷宫，我将承认你是真正的红石之王。All right. So he's like, all right, if you can get out of my labyrinth unharmed, then I will crown you the king of redstone, or maybe the queen of redstone. 安然看到了留言，他没有急着进入迷宫，而是站在迷宫入口处，仔细观察。他知道林默的陷阱从不依赖运气 ，OK， 而是精密的设置。All right, so it's a bit of a strange phrasing here, I think. But Lin Mo's traps are not just based on luck, they're carefully and intricately designed. I have a cunning plan, Baldric. 他用他的智慧，而不是鲁莽 No. Oh, it is 鲁莽，而不是鲁莽 hot-headed, impulsive, reckless. Okay. 来应对挑战。Oh, here it's third tone as well, isn't it? 挑战。Whoops. 他没有踩到任何压力板。压力板 would be a pressure plate, right? 也没有被任何活塞推入陷阱。他像一个侦探，分析着每一条红石线路的走向，每一个活塞的摆放位置。他甚至能听到，隐藏在墙壁后的活塞驱动的微弱声音。All right, so she's very carefully investigating everything. So we have this pressure plate, right? 压力板没有didn't fall into the traps. She's 侦探, like a detective. So this is a metaphor, analyzing all the redstone. Yeah, and in Minecraft you can hear redstone contraptions operating from a distance. So maybe even from behind a wall. So if you hear it, it's like, oh, something is up. 在迷宫的深处，他发现了一个隐藏的机关，这是一个林墨引以为傲的复杂的系统。So 引以为傲 so presumably source of pride or something, intensely proud of. 引以为傲 fourth time. 引以为傲 So she's discovered Lin Mo's elaborate redstone contraption. 但安然却一眼看穿了它的运作原理，他没有破坏它，而是巧妙地利用了它，让迷宫的另一部分为他打开了通路。Alright, so she discovers his elaborate redstone contraption. Doesn't fall into the trap, but instead uses it to open a door to another, open a pathway to another region. Okay, so he's watching, well, that should be the Anran, right? But anyway, 林默在远处通过一个隐藏的显示屏，观察着安然的行动。Yeah, so he's watching remotely. Anran, it even says Anran. That's really amazing. But it's not so amazing that that's himself. But anyway. 他本以为他会陷入困境，但当他看到他轻松地破解了自己的陷阱时，他脸上的得意之色渐渐变成了惊讶的钦佩。All right, so at first he had a kind of arrogance, right? 得意之色. I guess 之色 here is like 脸色, 颜色, yeah, maybe 颜色. So he had a look of arrogance on his face, like, you'll never beat my contraptions. And then she beats his contraptions. And so that look on his face slowly changes into one of surprise and respect. 安然最终走出了迷宫，毫发无损。We encountered that one before, right? 毫发无损. So that was the condition. She had to get out with 毫发无损, unharmed. It was like hardcore mode. 她没有嘲笑林默，而是微笑着对他说：“你的设计非常精妙，我学到了很多。但如果能稍作改动，它会变得更加完美。” Alright, so she got out, passed his test. She didn't make fun of him, but more just helped him, like, oh, it could improve if he did this. 从那天起，他们不再是竞争对手，而是最好的搭档。搭档 It means partner, right? Why is it not 搭配？搭档 I guess you can use 搭档 as well. 他们一起建造了更宏伟的建筑，设计了更复杂的红石系统，将他们的智慧和创造力结合在一起，为这个方块世界带来了前所未有的奇迹。All right, so that's the end of the story. Right, so he put her in a challenge, or like challenged her as like, aha, I have this redstone maze you'll never get out of. And then she's like, all right, I'll give it a try. And she got out of it unscathed. And so they started working together and etc. etc. All right. Now, what happens when vegetables go on strike? This is our third story. 蔬菜大罢工. So 罢工 is a strike. So 大罢工 is probably like a general strike or something like this. Okay, so we have 白菜 and 辣椒. 辣椒 is on fire. And they look like they're in a vegetable garden. They look very unhappy. This one looks worried. This one looks angry. 在一个阳光明媚的下午，菜园里的蔬菜们显得格外不安。它们悄悄私语，空气里弥漫着一种紧张的气氛。老资格的白菜，绿伯伯。Oh, that's the name, 绿伯伯. So this is 绿伯伯。用它那宽大的叶子，轻轻拍打着身旁的土地。土地。忧心忡忡的叹了口气。So 冲 is first term. Okay, 忧心忡忡。All right. So they're all very unhappy. We're not entirely sure why, but the 白菜, the Chinese cabbage, uses its leaves to pat the ground and sighs. I don't know. We'll see what's going on in a second. Oh, now the Chinese cabbage looks kind of angry. 夜幕降临，月光如水，蔬菜们密密地聚集在一起。陆伯伯清了清嗓子，宣布了一个惊人的决定：我们受够了，人类一直在吃我们。我们决定从明天开始举行大罢工。他的话音更落。So 话音 like this tone, 更落 is 更才落到 that sort of thing, right? 辣姐 okay, 辣姐 would be, so presumably this is 辣姐 like sister spice. I don't know. 辣姐就激动的高声附和。附和 means to reiterate. So you quite often just, someone says something, it's like, yeah, what they said. 附和 agree. 而一旁圆滚滚的土豆墩墩 presumably is the name. Where is it? Oh, here we are. This is 土豆。墩墩则吓得往叶子后面缩了缩。Oh, okay, so the potato is afraid and hides underneath the leaf. 第二天清晨，小明哼着歌。So here hum is like hum. So he's humming a tune. Something like that. 来到菜园，准备采摘他最喜欢的蔬菜。So he's coming along to pick his favorite vegetables. 然而，当他看到眼前的情景时，歌声 what's that character? 戛然而止。What is 戛？ I don't know Jia, this character. So Jiaran, to stop abruptly, be loud and clear? No, be stop abruptly. Jiaran RG. At the end of the day, I'd know what it means because it's got RG and stops. 哎呦，菜园里空空如也. So the ye is probably classical Chinese. I don't know, it's more just an emphatic particle at the end of the sentence. What is the ru? Ru ye? Kong kong ru ye? Anyway, Taiyuan is completely empty. 平月里生意勃勃的蔬菜们，此刻竟无影无踪. So Jing here is Jingran, but you can just use it as Jing by itself. Oh, is that a question mark above his head? Can I see the full, is that the full image? Xiaoming. Yeah, whenever you ask an AI to generate a story, they're always called Xiaoming. 小明在太原里四处寻找，但他最爱的西红柿炒鸡蛋、麻婆豆腐和酸辣土豆丝，此刻都成了遥不可及的梦想。All right, so that's three dishes, three fairly simple dishes in Chinese cuisine. 西红柿炒鸡蛋,麻婆豆腐 and 酸辣土豆丝. Yeah, I don't know, I like 酸辣土豆丝. 西红柿炒鸡蛋 is fine, but it's fairly basic. All right, and 遥不可及. 遥 is remote, 不可及 meaning you cannot reach. It's remote and out of reach. A remote and out of reach 梦想 dream. 他沮丧地坐在小板凳上，哆啦啦的脑袋，哆啦着，no, it's not 哆, it's 哒啦着脑袋. I have encountered this word before. It means drooping, but I don't often encounter that character. 哒啦着脑袋. Oh, I'm so sad. 哒啦着脑袋。手中的篮子. All right, so this is the basket. It was in his hand. 无力地垂在地上. So droops to the floor. 垂. Yeah. Oh, we have some tension. He looks really sad and she looks really conniving. And the potato's like, oh, I'm innocent. 藏在暗处的蔬菜们，透过缝隙偷偷观察着小明。当他们看到小明如此伤心时，辣姐的怒气渐渐消失。All right, so 辣姐, she is 辣姐, spicy sister. 顿顿也露出了愧疚的表情。So this is 愧疚, meaning like feeling guilty inside. 愧疚. You can also say 内疚. I tend to say 内疚. I think they're the same. 他们这才意识到，小明吃掉他们并非出于恶意，而是因为他真心喜欢他们。并且它让他的身体变得更健康。All right, so they've come to this realization that the little boy is eating them not because he hates them, but because he likes them. He likes vegetables and it's good for his health. All right, let's see what's going on next. 就在这时，一个聪明的胡萝卜小胡 this is 小胡 an intelligent carrot 悄悄地来到陆伯伯身边，他用轻柔而坚定的声音说：“陆伯伯，我们不能再躲下去了，我们应该和小明谈谈，告诉他我们的感受。” All right, so the intelligent carrot says we can't hide anymore. We have to 谈谈, discuss the situation with the boy, 小明。小胡鼓起勇气，从土里钻了出来，径直走向小明。小明看到他，惊讶地瞪大了眼睛。小胡没有害怕，他用清晰的声音向小明解释了蔬菜们罢工的原因。All right, so the carrot, 小胡. Oh, that's a good name for a carrot, actually, because 胡萝卜, right? 小胡. Oh, that's not a bad name for a carrot. That's quite clever. So the carrot's like just explaining the reasoning behind the strike. We don't like to be eaten. 小明认真的听着，他为自己的粗心大意向小胡道歉。他从未想过蔬菜们也有自己的感受。他郑重地向小胡保证，以后会更加珍惜和爱护它们，并承诺会好好照顾这个菜园。Alright, so 小明, after negotiating with the carrot, has promises to cherish the vegetables and look after the garden. He does still need to eat though. So we'll see how that turns out. 看到小明真诚的态度，其他蔬菜们也纷纷从藏身之处走了出来。他们围在小明身边，用叶子和茎秆轻轻碰触它，表示和解。这场罢工最终以一场充满理解和友谊的握手而告结。Alright, so they all 握手ing. 握手, waving, is it? Shaking hands, but they're waving. 握 is the clutch, right? 握一把剑, right? You grasp a sword. So 握手 should be shaking, not waving. 挥手 is waving, right? But all right, maybe it's too complicated to do that. All right, so they've come to an agreement, but is the little boy going to starve? 从那天起，小明和蔬菜们成为了最好的朋友。他每一天都细心照料着菜园，而蔬菜们也长得更加茁壮。Is that right? 更加 even more 茁壮。Yeah, relatively rare character. 茁壮. Maybe it just appears in that word. 小明吃着它们，心中充满了感激。All right, so when the little boy is eating the vegetables, feels very grateful or thankful. 而蔬菜们也快乐地成长着，因为他们知道自己是被爱和被珍惜的。But they also get eaten. That's the end of the story. All right, so the vegetables feel loved and cherished, and the little boy feels grateful to his vegetables for providing food and sustenance and whatever. What a bit of a wacky story. Pause for 1 second. Let's read the last story. 荷塘的耳语. So 荷 is like this flower, right? 荷, lotus. 塘 here just means pond. There are other words for pond. 耳语. I'm not so familiar. A whisper. So this is like figurative for the title. All right, we have a girl. 在一个宁静的村庄里，有一片被时光遗忘的荷塘。荷塘边 住着一个名叫林的女孩。林 OK second tone 林，她拥有一颗比任何人都更渴望友谊的心。她常常独自来到河塘边，凝视着那些在微风中摇曳的荷叶，摇曳的荷叶。So this is just swaying, like maybe to and fro. So the leaves are swaying to and fro, 向水面倾诉着她内心深处的寂寞。Okay, so the girl is really lonely. 一天，当夕阳将天空染成一片金红色，林发现荷塘中央有一朵与众不同的荷花。So she found this flower, 与众不同, it's different to everything else. 它通体洁白。So presumably this is like explained everything that's on her mind or something. 通体洁白. Oh, no. No, I got that completely wrong. So it's this ta, so it's talking about the flower. 通体, so 通 meaning the whole, 体 it would be the body. 实体的体. 洁白. 洁 here is clean, but it probably means pure. So pure in the sense of purity. Pure white or white and pure. 散发着一种柔和的光芒，仿佛是从月亮上坠落的星辰。What is 星辰? A star, right? Yeah. Right, so it's as if a star has descended from the skies, or from the moon, apparently. 它静静地绽放着，仿佛在等待着一个秘密的访客。Alright, so we got 仿佛 and 仿佛 again. So 仿佛 is just indicating, like, I'm about to use a metaphor. Do not interpret this literally. Alright. 林被这朵神秘的荷花深深吸引，他小心翼翼地走到水边，轻声对着它许下了他最真挚的愿望。Okay, so there's a 许愿望 to make a wish. So 许下了愿望 So she made a wish on the flower. 我希望能有一个真正的朋友。So she wants a friend, a true friend. 话音刚落，荷花的每一片花瓣都轻轻颤动起来。So after making the wish, the flower, the petals shook. 一个如同风铃般清脆的声音在耳边响起，却不是直接的回答，而是一个谜语。Alright, so there's a sound, there's a crisp sound in her ear, a crisp sound in her ear. It's not someone saying, oh yes, I'm your true friend now. It is a 谜语, a riddle. Oh, she's not happy. 林听着这个谜语，眉头渐渐拧成了一团。你寻找的朋友没有声音，却能用飞溅的水花说话。So, okay, so who's saying this? Is this the flower? 寻找的朋友 So 你 is Ling, right? So the flower must be saying this. If the flower, so 你寻找的朋友没有声音 So the friend you are looking for has no noise. but uses splashes 飞溅的水花说话 Maybe it's a fish 它没有双手却能紧紧抓住你的心 Okay, so your friend has no hands but can grasp your heart, presumably figuratively. 他在水上游走 no, 水上 is on the water, not in the water. No, remind me. No, it can mean in the water. 水上 No, it is on the water, right? Not 水里水上 Yeah, sometimes it can be a little confusing because you've got 地上 地上 doesn't mean on above the water. It kind of means on. You've got 地面上地上水面上 and there's a few confusing ones. Anyway, here 水上游走 so it can swim and walk on the water. 却不是船只 but it's not a boat. 它究竟是什么 Is it a frog? Or like one of those insects that walk on water. 他反复咀嚼着这些话。咀嚼 means to chew. 咀嚼 third tone, second tone. This is the dreaded third tone, second tone combination. 咀嚼 Here it's figurative, right? To think over these words. 却百思不得其解 So is that a 成语 百思不得其解 So 百 So large numbers like 百 100 usually mean many times or something like this 思 meaning to think or ponder 不得 to not receive or not arrive at 其 is a universal pronoun meaning it 解 So 解 here probably be the solution to the riddle. So 百思不得其解 So you thought about it for a long time but could not think of an answer. 心中充满了困惑与一丝失落 So now she is, I don't know, upset. Oh no. 想起了村里那位总是坐在老槐树下编织渔网的王老伯 So this is 王老伯 weaving a fishing net, sitting under a 槐树 What is 槐树 in English? Locust tree. 总能用最朴素的语言解答最深奥的道理。林决定去找他，或许他能解开这个谜团。All right, let's see if what's his name? 王老伯 If Uncle Wang can figure out the riddle. 林将荷花和谜语的事情一五一十的告诉了王老伯。Is this bit by bit? To narrate systematically in full detail. It's amazing you can make a 成语 from the simplest characters at times. 一五一十 I'm going to jot this down. 一五一十 It's like, whoops. Like these, there's three distinct characters in this 成语. And you could learn them in your first ever Chinese lesson. You often learn to count at the start. 王老伯听完，扶了扶胡须。It is 捋了胡须。Yeah, this is a relatively rare character. This is referring to like stroking your beard. Implying you're intelligent, I guess. So 捋了胡须，露出了然的微笑。Right? 了然。I got my tones wrong again, didn't I? It's this third tone, second tone combination. It's It's a nightmare, isn't it? 了然 to understand clearly. Okay, so 露出了然的微笑. So it's like he strokes his beard, 撸了撸, no, 捋了捋胡须, 捋了捋胡须, 露出了然的微笑. So he smiled, coming to a realization. 那朵荷花是儿语之莲. All right, the lian is also lotus, right? It's the plant. The plant is called lotus. The flower is called 荷花, something like that, right? 他从不直接赐予愿望，而是引导人们去发现，你必须自己解开谜底，才能找到你真正想要的。Okay, so this guy is also pretty mysterious. Uncle Wang is also pretty mysterious, like saying you need to solve the riddle and then you'll have your friend. 林回到荷塘边，王老伯的话让他茅塞顿开。I don't know what this means. 茅塞顿开. A sudden flash of insight and all is clear. Mao is like a reed, right? This Mao. Se usually means cloggage of some kind. Dun here will mean sudden, right? A short period of time, and kai meaning to open. So murky darkness suddenly opens. It seems more like there's reeds clogging something, and suddenly it's no longer clogging, and then there's a rush, a gush, because the reeds are no longer blocking a pipe or something. 他不再纠结于回答本身，而是开始用心去感受谜语中的每一个词。他凝视着水面，试图从那些飞溅的水花中读出某种语言。So we're seeing splashes in the water, and she's learning how to read them. All right. 没有声音却能飞溅的水花说话。Oh, okay, so her friend are the ripples in the water. All right. 林的目光追随着水面上的一个小小波纹。波纹。Okay, so 波纹 can mean ripples. There's another word. What is it? 连波? I forget. Oh, 涟漪. Is it 涟漪? That means ripples, and it's really hard to handwrite. So I avoid ripples on water because it's just too hard to handwrite. 他想到了那些在水中嬉戏的生物。他在水上游走，却不是船只。他的目光锁定了水中的一个道黑影。一道黑影 is this? 一道黑影 No, this is a measure word. 一道黑影 a shadow. 那黑影灵动而迅速。So there's a shadow somewhere. I'm not following this as clearly as the other ones. Oh, here we go. So maybe there was a shadow under the water. 就在这时，一个毛茸茸的小脑袋从水里探了出来，是一只小水獭。小水獭 a little otter. All right, so now we know who her friend is going to be. It's a little otter. All right. 他嘴里叼着一条鱼。So 叼着 is right, to carry in your mouth. So the otter is carrying a fish in its mouth. 将鱼放在岸上，岸边，然后用它那双乌黑发亮的眼睛，好奇的看着灵。So 乌黑 is pitch black but shiny eyes of the otter to look at 灵。灵的心跳漏了一排，漏了一排。他终于明白了，这只小水獭就是谜语的答案。Alright, so this was the answer to the riddle. Do otters live in ponds? I don't know. And they became good friends, apparently. 从那天起，灵和小水獭，他给它取名为涟漪。There it is. 涟漪. This is the one I have trouble writing. So yeah, this writing isn't fantastic here, a bit weird. 成为了最好的朋友，灵不再感到孤独，他学会了用心去倾听。OK， 用爱去发现。他明白了，真正的友谊不是被给予的，而是需要用心去寻找和珍惜的。而那朵荷花也仿佛在为他和涟漪的友谊而绽放的更加绚烂。All right, so this is like one of these moral of the story pages at the end. Yeah, so she made a friend with this otter. The flower granted her wish, but she had to solve the riddle. And the riddle was there is an otter under the water. All right. Yeah, this story wasn't as good as the other ones, but yeah, I mean, it's all right. Lots of words I'm not familiar with. All right. Well, we'll call it a video. That was 4 different stories generated by Gemini. So you go over here to Gemini and you put it in storybook at the time of writing. And yeah, it's pretty decent. I mean, I think they're pretty decent. I mean, they're not perfect, of course, but you get a storybook, not just words and so on. And the images are relatively consistent with the text, and the text from start to finish is relatively consistent. We have like protagonists and so on. So it is quite decent. Well, at least I think it's decent. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in future videos. TTFN!